right, everybody, coming to you live here from my basement, and I figured I'd switch it up a little bit since you guys are so used to always looking at me from kind of the different direction where I sit here at my desk. This is my basement from the other direction, so this is how I'm looking into you. And I figured I'd put together just like this super small little clip here to introduce our second unit of study, Unit 2 in this course, which is entitled The Global Convergence. And basically what the global convergence, what this unit of history is all about, is the interactions that we see between kind of disparate peoples all over the globe that primarily happens in the 14 and 1500s. You know, this kind of coming together of different cultures that had never really had direct contact up to this point. Obviously, you know, when we're talking about the global convergence, primarily we're talking about European exploration of the globe. The fact that the Portuguese and then later on the Spanish go out, you know, from their small little location on the Iberian Peninsula in southwestern Europe and basically start to fill in the map. And with that comes the conquering and subjugations of millions of people. You could argue the destruction of whole cultures, and really the creation of the new norm that we see of societies and ethnic groups that we see today. This is a hugely influential kind of turning point era in world history. And again, it's one that directly is kind of an outgrowth of the Renaissance period that we saw in our last unit. That it's that explosion of knowledge and inquisitiveness and technology that is going to fuel Europeans in going abroad. Now, in addition to just looking at the actions of the Europeans, we're also going to spend a lot of time in this unit talking about what was going on in the rest of the world. Because remember, one of the big kind of overarching questions that I mentioned of the first few units of this course is why Europe? You know, why was it the Europeans that were going out and doing the conquering and not, say, you know, the Ottoman Empire? Or why wasn't it, you know, some empire or culture over in India? Or why not the Chinese? I mean, the Chinese have been so powerful and dominant for centuries. Why wasn't it them that were going out and subjugating? So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of ping pong around the planet a little bit in this unit. We're going to look at, okay, well, what was going on in China at the advent of European exploration? What was going on in the Middle East? What was going on in India? And one of the big takeaways you'll see in this unit is that a lot of it is timing. At the same time that the Europeans are kind of hitting their stride and they're making these massive gains and they're going out into the rest of the world, oftentimes corresponds with time when we see these other cultures starting to look inward, where these cultures start to isolate, or oftentimes where these cultures start to stagnate. So timing is a lot of it. Timing couldn't be any better for these European explorers and conquerors, and we're going to see that play out time and time again as we move through this 3-week unit.